Good afternoon, everyone. Gabe Velazquez here with you, transparentsolutions.com on a Friday. This is the 12th day of June. Looks like SpaceX IPO is sucking the oxygen out of the room pretty much, right? Let's get right into the charts. What I mean by that is pretty much everything is kind of in a standstill. Um, and everything's on SpaceX today. The stock's been, we're looking at the IPO. It's been interesting, right? I mean, everybody is buying it. We had a low of 135, 176, probably going to settle around this range. More importantly, what it does in the following weeks, whether it goes higher or at some point it's going to sell off. Uh, with regards to the indices, again, what I mean by sucking the room out, sucking the oxygen out of the room is you basically have the S&P just kind of meandering today. Not a lot going on. We have a supply zone at 75, 1325 after yesterday's big rally with I guess, with the war negotiations coming to a close at this point. We'll see if that happens. So pretty much, I guess all of that is priced into the market with regards to the Iran war so far. Uh, so that was yesterday's rally. So you can pretty much things fall apart there. Probably get a sell off. Interestingly, the Nasdaq is sitting right where it was at the start of the week here. We haven't really made any gains. Obviously, you had a real volatile session, which we talked about on Tuesday and Wednesday. We came down, tested that successfully. Now we got another supply around 30. If we can get past this guy here, this supply zone from earlier the week, other markets, Bitcoin still just churning here. Look like it wants to break out. We'll see. Interesting, the VIX is still somewhat elevated. Looks like they may take the VIX down to 15. We'll see. Um, what did also was a market mover yesterday was rates came down, but still in that 450 area. Next week, we got a Fed meeting. That's really going to be interesting to see if we can actually rally from here in rates or we plummet right back down to 420 with the Fed meeting coming up tomorrow and the new Fed uh, chief coming in here. The dollar also kind of stuck in the mud here. Looked like it was pulling back. That did get a little bit of a boost to gold, incidentally. We were trying to get long gold off that demand zone yesterday. It looks like it's trying to work right now. We'll see if it gets past that supply zone there. And oil, this is interesting because oil is sitting at 84. Going out to the September contract, it's sitting at 80. So I think this is going to be real interesting to see if even now, again, fully priced the opening and all that, if we have further to go down to 74. I'm looking at the September contract here. And or is this pretty much the bottom? And then we kind of just churn in here. This will be interesting. I think oil shares, energy shares are going to be something. In fact, we're trying to get along some energy shares as we speak here at TTS. Nothing really happening in nat gas. And overall, a lot of the stocks today are just meandering. There's nothing really changing. You've got software down. You've got NVIDIA, basically flat, just nothing going on there. We've had some recovery, and like QCOM, we covered our short down below 200. That short where I was talking about with the puts. But pretty much it's, kind of a lackluster day turns out. Next week, now we go back to a lot of the other stuff. Now that we've got this IPO out of the way, it looks like the wars, at least for the moment, going to be at at a standstill. Like we shouldn't really have any much to worry about with the war. Now we have to deal with the fallout of the price of the energy shock and all that. So all in all, just a quiet Friday. Lots of attention on the SpaceX. Again, as I mentioned, the next week is really going to be the key. So we'll see. There's going to be some great opportunities coming up in software. Let's see if this AI trade continues here with some of these semiconductor names, and we will go from there. But again, one of the things that you want to take away from this is you got to stick to the charts. Don't get too hung up on a lot of the hype that's going around right now. And if you do that, I think you'll be fine. All right, have a great weekend. Take care.